As you guys know, Kurt cannot stand the stuffed animal, but he hasn't seen it since we moved houses. But what he doesn't know is that today is the day. I have him in this closet. Kurt has no idea. I have to transport him behind my back. There's nothing behind my back. I think we're doing good so far. Keeping him in front of me. Yes. Go check out the closet. There's totally something in there. I successfully made it into this room. I'm about to put him up. That's kind of scary. Kurt is in for a surprise. I set a camera up in there and let Kurt in. Hey, buddy. What's up? Who is that? Are they friends now? Oh my goodness. It seems as though Kurt has turned a new leaf and they might be friends now. I'm proud. Proud of you, buddy. Hey, Kurt, how's it going? I don't know, man. I don't know, you always say that. All right. Kurt here absolutely hates this couch, and I have no idea why. Every time. I don't know what's wrong with it. I mean, I love it. I think it's comfortable. We have lived here for over a month, and he has yet to get on it. It's my mission today to get him to like this couch. It's not just because it's new. These are new, and he's laid in these. Oh! They're yours if you want them. I don't get it. I started inspecting the couch. I didn't see anything wrong with it, and I even smelled it. Smells fine. I tried laying down to see if that would make him want to come up there. Whatever, dude. So my next strategy was using this toy that he always chases after. This should work. Are you kidding me? This is my final resort. This spider toy that he loves. See? It's fine. I will take it as a success.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the tarantula hawk.
Let's go for it.
1, 2, here we go. 3.
Every cat has a deactivation button. Watch this. Okay, it's like right on their back. There it is. It just deactivates them. I'm about to go 3 for 3. Hey, buddy. Try it with your cat. Can cats recognize our face? Today we're gonna find that out. I printed off some pictures of some random people and then myself, and I set them up along the wall all beside each other, and my test was ready to go. Whichever one he goes up to first is his choice. Let's hope he gets it right.
After all these years, Kurt, you should recognize my face.
I gave him a minute just to stare at me so he remembers what my face looks like. Which one is me? And he was showing no attention to them, so I figured I would just leave him alone. I left the camera recording and let him pick in private. And I mean, I was nervous. This is a big moment. Knowing what's going on behind that door, I just had to sit and wait, hoping Kurt recognizes me. Okay, surely he's picked by now. So I walked in there and Kurt greeted me, and it was time to review the footage.
Oh, he's going towards the middle. No!
Kurt, you think I look like Drake? I don't see it. He was so close to mine.
All these years, you don't know what I look like?
So tigers are cats' ancestors, and I wanted to see if Kurt still had some tiger DNA in him. We'll be testing out these 3 things. Hunting, agility, and stealth. I'm gonna start with hunting. This is the prey.
Does Kurt have that killer instinct?
He was walking up, and then he did this. What is this? What are you doing? Let's turn him around and see what he does. Okay. Big question mark. Now time for agility. We know Kurt has agility, but we have to show it. I mean, look at that. Woo! Woo! There it is. I mean, it just looks like a tiger. Look at him, looking over the animal kingdom. Now it's time for stealth. So I took out this toy and drug it on the ground, and Kurt immediately entered stealth mode. The under the tiger play was incredible. And then it was time to pounce. Good. That was like as stealthy as it gets. You got 2 for sure, maybe 2.5. I think Kurt definitely still has some tiger in him. Kurt absolutely despises this stuffed animal, as most of you know, and he always has. So I figured I would change this trampoline into a boxing ring for him to really settle things with it. I'm keeping Kurt outside of this because I don't trust him for the ring announcements. I mean, look at him. He is wanting to get in there. In this corner, standing at 1 foot tall and looks like Kurt, it's the fake Kurt. Standing at 1 foot tall and is Kurt. Kurt! Alright, Kurt, I want a clean fight, okay? Okay, round one. That's round one. That's round one. Okay. Round three. Okay. At this point, I'm just sorry. By unanimous decision, it's obviously Kurt. Congratulations. Kurt! I got you a toy. You are going to love it. Look! No, that's not the toy. It's orange, just like you. I felt terrible for this. I ignored Kurt for a while to test out the theory that cats like people who don't like them. So I spent a while ignoring Kurt to see if it would make him like me more. I'm sorry. You forgive me? I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Starting a new series with Kurt, where I buy him something and every time the price doubles. So we're starting with $5. It's gonna get expensive pretty quick, so it's not gonna be the longest series ever. We gotta find the best possible thing for $5. So I'm gonna look thoroughly, very thoroughly. This, these. Those might be a good option there. I'm going with these. I think he'll love them. What? Kurt. You like it? $5 was definitely a success. What should we get for 10? Today, Kurt donated his rocket ship to the cat cafe, and yes, I did make sure it was okay with Kurt. That rocket ship cat tree that you don't use, can I give it to the cat cafe for all those cats to use? Thanks, Kurt. Where you're going, you will get used plenty, I promise. Say goodbye to the rocket ship you never used. And for some reason, this thing was extremely heavy. Oh my goodness. But we made our way down the stairs, and after I did some measuring, I realized it's not gonna fit. So I had to take the top off of the rocket ship and then tried to fit it in the car. The legs are not fitting. And so after taking the legs off, it finally fit. Yes! I was scared for a second we weren't gonna get it. And so once I got to the cat cafe, I put it back together in their lobby and it looked really good. And then I went to see some cats and I found this little guy right here. He was a one-eyed kitten. He was super, super sweet and very playful. And then a few days later, I went back to the cat cafe and there was actually a cat in the rocket ship. So it is in use. I recently got Kurt here a new bed because he hadn't used his old one in months. And when I moved his old one, he then started using it. And I saw a lot of comments saying that cats do this a lot. So today we're gonna be moving a lot of the stuff that he hasn't used in a long time and seeing if he uses it. This chair attached to this palm tree, he has not laid in a really long time. Okay, he's scratching on it. You remember that? He's near it. We'll see if he ends up using it. Yep. Yeah, you can't make this up. It's actually insane. Why are cats like this? Look at the loaf. No tail, no paws. I mean, that's perfect. 10 out of 10 loaf. I haven't seen him use it in a really long time. All right.
Oh, there's no way. He's using it.
If you hasn't used something, try moving it. I lived a whole day like my cat, where I did everything he did for an entire day.
Whatever you do, I'm doing.
We started off the morning stretching, which was really great. I really respect Kurt for this one on his routine. He was kind of judging me for this one though. And then it was time to eat, which I was excited about, but I needed to eat on the ground because Kurt eats on the ground. So this was interesting. And then it was time for one of Kurt's favorite activities, which is looking outside the window. So we did this for a good bit. And then he just started staring at me, judging me. So I judged him back. And then it was time for a very common theme of the day, which was laying down. And Kurt took that spot, so I had to get on the ground. And then after we loafed for a bit, it was right back to sleeping. And I kid you not, Kurt slept for probably like 6 hours in this one spot. I can't sleep this long. So I stayed in there with him while he just continued to sleep. Then it was time for meal number 2, so I took my place on the ground and ate. So then once Kurt cleaned himself, I cleaned myself, and then we loafed until we went to sleep for the night. Living like a cat for a day, filled with some interesting things, and it's really relaxing, but that's mainly because it's filled with a ton of sleeping. Since we moved, it has been over 24 hours since Kurt has eaten. My goal today is to get Kurt to eat.
You have got to eat, my dude.
The first step was to get this bowl and get the old food out of there that he has not eaten and clean it out. And once it was clean, I put new food in there. It smells as bad as it looks, which I'm sure you know if you have a cat.
There he is. Hey, buddy. Look. Come on. Come on. This has been his favorite spot of the new house so far.
So I put some food there. I'm just gonna leave it up here and I'll come back and check on it in a little while.
Untouched. And now he's sitting away from his favorite spot.
Okay, I've given him some time and I have another strategy now.
Treats. Okay. Uh-oh. Yes.
Maybe he'll think the dry food is treats. And just when I thought I finally got him to eat, he just walked away. Nothing worked, so I just laid him to feed next to uneaten food. As you guys know, Kurt absolutely loves these fish, and he is about to experience them like never before.
This thing is way bigger than I thought. Shout out this company. I mean, this is packaged in here. This part will be filled with water, and Kurt can go in here while water is all around him.
I started filling it with water, and Kurt was instantly interested.
I stopped it right here because it's right at like eye level for him.
So I got the fish, and I started putting them in the tank.
Don't get stuck. Oh gosh. Oh! This is crazy. Look at the fish. He's in.
This is insane.
He got out perfectly fine.
A little worried he was gonna get stuck, but he did not.
That was crazy.
We're seeing if me and Kurt would have survived in a quiet place, if we needed to be quiet.
I think we're in the clear. Good job, buddy.
Today we are seeing if Kurt would rather a free homemade cat tree or a $250 one. This is the homemade one. This is the $250 one. I made this cat tree myself because I wanted to get him a big one, and after looking them up, they were $250.
And I was not gonna spend that. The company who made this reached out and was like, hey, we'll send you one. See which one Kurt likes better. So thank you to the company. So now Kurt has to make a decision. This cat tree that I made blood, sweat, and tears. Literally took me hours. This cat tree that might be put together a little bit better, might be actually structurally sound.
I really want him to pick mine.
To show this cat tree what's up. He sure is taking his time.
He's sitting up now.
Go pick, Kurt.
Oh, he's off.
This is not even an option. This wasn't even an option for this scenario, Kurt.
Oh my goodness. You can't make this up.
Kurt picked this one. Come pick your second favorite.
He smelled mine first. I hate this video. Kurt absolutely freaked out at these new toys that I found. They are apparently science-based, so we got some to test out.
Centipede, which I am terrified of. Mimics real prey.
Right off the bat, he walked up to it and tried to start eating it. I'm guessing this means he thought it was real. I really couldn't tell you.
Jellyfish. Kurt's never seen one in his life. He's definitely going to be in for a treat. What's that? Whoa. Look out, Kurt, it's gonna sting you! It's gonna sting you! A big frog. How is this a cat toy?
After showing a little interest in it, he just left it alone.
A spider. Very realistic. I will give it that. Nothing going on around here, Kurt. Oh, good job, Kurt. Good job.
Kurt has tried several different jobs like modeling, painting, Twitch streaming, where he actually made a few dollars, but there are still other jobs that you guys wanted him to try. One of those being a podcast. So I got a miniature Kurt-sized mic and let him check it out. And then I left it with him, and here's Kurt's podcast. That might not do crazy numbers on podcast networks, but I think it was awesome. I was entertained.
I think you're a natural podcaster, buddy.
You've probably seen these videos, but cats get scared when cucumbers are placed behind them without them knowing for some reason. I swear I do this like once a year, but it has never worked. This time I'm going to be sneaky. There we go.
Hey, buddy. Nothing fishy's going on. Nothing fishy.
Nothing fishy. Nothing. I have to wait for him to settle down somewhere. I then went upstairs because he always follows me, and what do you know?
Hey, buddy. I'm just chilling up here. This is perfect. Hey. Now we just have to wait and see what he does. Are you kidding me? I mean, he's definitely confused on what it is, but he's not scared. I guess he'll just never be scared of one.
Kurt absolutely loves cat tunnels, as most cats do, so when I saw this 10-foot cat tunnel, I had to get it.
And I might have gotten 2 boxes of them.
But that's not important right now.
You gotta see if he likes it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my goodness. Absolutely absurd. Kurt's already wanting to go in. Look at that. That is crazy. I'm gonna measure it. I want to see if I got ripped off.
Actually 9 feet and 9 inches.
I'm guessing because it's kind of curved. It's not perfectly straight. It's not a big deal.
Oh, he's in.
Huh? It's just comically large.
What do you think?
Okay. It's kind of scary. Oh, yeah.
All right, I zipped it up.
Oh, you're stuck.
This thing is literally the height of a basketball goal.
Stay tuned for what's coming with all of these.
It has been a while since we have done a burrito. We are bringing it back with the classic.
The tortilla, sour cream, cheese, lettuce,
tomato, and last, but certainly not least, the meat. So then I had to prepare all the layers to make them even. All the layers ready to go. Then we had to stretch Kurt for the burrito, and then we started rolling. Keeping the burrito safe and secure is always the key. Then we finished up the burrito, and there it is. This is the aerial view of rolling the burrito. I accidentally faced Kurt the wrong way this time, but it still worked. My technique was a little off, but Kurt's still chilling. The layer's a little rough, that's on me. He's hanging out a little bit more than usual. This one's on me. He still had good wiggle room. Might be the worst burrito we ever done. That's on me, I gotta get better. I was rusty, it's been a while. Thanks for being a good sport about it. I'll be better next time, buddy. Comment what burrito we should make next. Today I brought Kurt to the new house for him to start getting used to it, so I brought some of his toys. We're going to the new house, buddy. So we arrived and I brought him to a room that he has not been in yet. This could potentially be his room. Come explore. So we checked out the room, every single corner of it. It's very echoey. So I tried playing with him, but he wasn't in the most playful mood. But I also brought his tunnel, so I laid that out for him, and he wasn't that interested, but I wanted to bring stuff that he was familiar with to make him comfortable. Good. I then showed him the inside of the closet, which was actually a bunch of his stuff in boxes. I then showed him outside because he absolutely loves looking outside. And then I tried to play again, but he still was not having it. I'm not showing him what's on the other side of that right now. That's for a later time. Just one room at a time, okay? I don't want you to be overwhelmed. Chillax for a bit. You've walked around the room about 72 times. He then actually laid down, which was absolutely huge. That means he's comfortable, so I chilled out with him a little bit. And he then looked outside, which was absolutely adorable. For his first time in this room, super proud of him. He did great. Today we're seeing what Kurt thinks of water. Cats seem to either love water or hate it. So we're seeing what side Kurt falls on. I filled up a glass of water and went and put it beside him. And he checked it out and smelled it, but other than that, nothing much. So we had to move to the bathtub. I'm just gonna barely run the water and put him next to it, because obviously I don't want to make Kurt uncomfortable or upset. So while I was putting water in there, Kurt was waiting patiently, and then I put him in. He jumped out but stayed right on top of it to see what was going on. I mean, he was not leaving it. And then he did this. Oh, what is he doing? What? Oh, what are you doing? He's like halfway about to go in and then he just stops. It doesn't seem like he hates it. He just seems a little scared. And then he just sat there and watched it. You're indecisive, Kurt. It's okay. We still don't know if he likes it or not. Comment other ways we can try it out. Which citrus smell do cats hate the most? Cats do not like the smell of citrus. And so I got the 3 most popular ones, and Kurt will be speaking on behalf of all cats today. Starting with the orange, we're just going to do the peels of them. Okay. Now the lemon. That is amazing. Again. The lime. The final one. Same result. Kurt has spoken. He hates all of them. He did so good. He's getting some catnip balls. Oh, here he comes. Much better, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kurt's absolutely enjoying life right now. I feel like I deserve a punishment. Oh. With the wedding that happened recently, everybody was commenting that Kurt needs to get him a girl. And so I figured, why not? I found this Tinder profile maker and Kurt got straight to work. He put his name and his age in, and yes, he is 35 in cat years, but there was still some stuff that he needed help with. Kurt, what do you want me to put as your job? Okay. So I did as he said. All right, buddy. I think you're good to go. So I think it looked great. Just don't tell Kurt that it is a fake Tinder profile. What? I didn't think he'd actually get a match. I then showed Kurt this, and he looked absolutely thrilled. And I was really confused. I didn't know how this happened, and I did not have the heart to tell him that he is a cat and that this is definitely... Kurt has a lot of interesting items and toys that not the typical cat does, and so I wanted to see what other cats would do with some of these items, so I went to the local cat cafe and they let me in after hours, so it was really just us in a room with like 40 cats, which was crazy in and of itself. So I started with the head massager. Most of them didn't really like it or didn't know what to do. They seemed confused, except for this one. She was loving it. Then I tried this cat shooter toy. Absolutely nothing, except for this guy. He played with me, so shout out him. So then it was time for the 10-foot tunnel, and this got attention immediately. I mean, the cats were all over this. It filled up quickly, and at one point had like 5 or 6 cats in there. Also had a couple of fights, and then it was time for the tennis ball launcher, which I was super excited about. They were confused, and this also caused a little chaos. But then we ended up getting some good reactions. They were playing with it, absolutely loving it. It was a really great time, and they didn't want to leave the tunnel, so I let them have it. This clear backpack has served Kurt well, but it's not the best at keeping heat out. I obviously want Kurt to attend our wedding this summer, so I had to get him a new bag. This is a smart cat carrier that actually has a venting system. I put the bag together. It was pretty simple. It is put together, vent right here. Then it has like a little pocket back here if you want to put anything in it. You just plug it up to a portable charger and put it in this pocket. And this was the light inside and then the AC. It is blowing cool air. I guess for at night or something. It's time for you to test it out. You're the one whose opinion matters. Doesn't feel too heavy or anything. It's pretty hard to see him because it's tinted, but he seemed to be enjoying it. I took him outside in it to see if it would stay cool, but it wasn't very hot outside. Kind of like overcast and sprinkling. Not the best day to test the cooling system. See how you were posted up in there? It does feel nice. We'll test it out on a hotter day. Comment if you have any other suggestions for the wedding. But this is a promising start. Kurt officially has a mom, so they spent the day together bonding, but first we had to see where Kurt stood with her. This is why some bonding needs to be done, buddy. Look, she's gonna play. Aww. Yeah.
You ready?
Yay. She's giving you your toys back. See, she was trying to play. She was not stealing them. Then he seemed to go up and apologize to her and even let her pet him. And then I set up some cat TV, which Hagen was enjoying, but then Kurt joined her for a little bit. But when he had enough, he walked away. Then we brought out the pool table, which Kurt really loved. Ooh, whoa. Kurt was really engaged, so I think this was good for them bonding. And then after this, we brought out the treats, and we made sure Kurt let her pet him before he got one. There we go. There you go, buddy. 5 out of 10, Kurt. You got work to do. Kurt is jealous of my fiance and is always sassy with her. And the reason I know it's jealousy is because he hasn't always acted like this with her, as you can see. And so today they're going to spend the day together bonding. I'm going to be staying out of the way, just watching them bond. And so they started with watching some TV. Kurt even allowed for some pets, but he wasn't really playing with her or anything. So I figured I needed to get out of the room and let them bond. Okay, it's been like 15 minutes. Let's see if they're bonding. And he was actually playing. So this was progress. This was a good sign. And then I brought out the stuffed animal that Kurt does not like. So Hagen also showed that she was not a fan of the stuffed animal, and I think Kurt loved it. She got in his tree as well, which I think he was a little weirded out by. But then he had some catnip, which he absolutely loved. This was his favorite part by far. This is when he was the most playful, and I think the chemistry was building. He was acting normal around her, doing this little flopping thing. And so it was time to test the progress, and nothing changed. Tomorrow we are officially moving, and so I wanted to bring Kurt over to the house so he's not completely caught off guard tomorrow. He's been here a couple of times, but only to 1 or 2 rooms, so I wanted to bring him to another one. So he spent the first part of this, like he has all the other rooms, just army crawling around the perimeter, making sure everything's intact. I mean, I respect the process that he goes through. So while he was doing that, I decided to take out the catnip balls to try to get him to come over to me. But that still wasn't working, but he did go look outside, which he absolutely loves to do. And this was a good sign. This means he was getting a little bit more comfortable in this room. Yeah, there you go. You're doing good, buddy. He then was meowing at the door, so I let him explore other parts of the house for a little bit. He was staying low to the ground and his tail was moving, but he kept on exploring and looking at himself. That's you.
You're looking for a place to hide.
And then I brought him up to the window so he could look outside some more. I mean, he just loves it. And then I loaded him up, and what he doesn't know is that tomorrow he is moving to this house for good. This is a light that detects pet urine, and we haven't checked the house in a while. It always looks like a horror movie when we do it. Starting at the start of the house here. Kurt, that better not be anything. So far, so good.
I think that's just fuzz.
I think we're good. Check all of his beds.
That's just his hair. That's crazy how it shows up.
Okay, all of his beds and stuff seem fine.
Yeah, that's just fuzz.
Oh, gosh, you scared me. Let's go upstairs. I need you, I'm scared. Okay, or not.
His tree seems good.
I don't know what that is. Gosh, Kurt, you keep scaring me.
Been good. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
So Kurt recently turned 4 years old. And so I found a cat age to human age converter. I put in 4 years old. And he is 32 in human years.
Grown man. 32 years old? You're older than me.
So I found some cat wine online. It's actually just liquid catnip. Just to see if he likes it since he's 32. And I got him some little glasses and prepared his beverages for him. Go ahead, my man.
Enjoy yourself.
He just sniffed them all and then walked away.
Really? Really?
Maybe you want it hand served, my good man? I respect it. Kurt. You need to stay away from that stuff anyway.
Good. All of this is gonna go to waste. I wonder if it's safe for me to try. If it's safe for a cat, it should be safe for me. I'm just kidding. This is what I drank. They're all still here. It was cranberry juice. Do not drink liquid catnip. So I was on a walk when I saw this cat in the woods. It was hanging out near what looked like a sewage tunnel or something. Come here. Oh my gosh. His eyes. Hey. Hey. I wonder if he smelled Kurt. It's okay, buddy. I gotta go get it some food. I gotta go back to my car. Got the tortillas, got the cat food. This is why you always keep tortillas and cat food in your trunk. People watching me run with tortillas and cat food probably think I'm crazy. He's back there, I see him. You put the food on tortillas, other animals can eat the tortillas, and it's not waste. There we go. Come eat it when you want, buddy. I'll leave you alone. I want to say that cat had owners. I mean, it looked fed. It was nice, kind of. But know that it got a good meal, so that's a positive. We are seeing the things that I can do with Kurt versus what Hagen can do with him. We're starting with petting. All right. All right. Now playing. Oh. All right, now the pushover test. Might sound weird, but you'll know when you see it. There we go. All right, I'm kind of scared for her, honestly. Oh, okay. Hey, it worked. This is seeing if you can get Kurt to follow you. Okay. He indeed did not follow me, which was heartbreaking. That was a fail. You didn't even follow me. But he also didn't follow Hagen, so we both failed this one. Now the pickup test. There we go.
Whoa, hey, buddy.
And this went how I imagined it would go. Today we're cooking salmon for Kurt.
This is all yours, buddy, but I need to cook it first.
It's safe for cats. I looked it up. Kurt is just up here awaiting his dinner. Here we have unseasoned bronze and pink salmon. The scales are off. I need to try first, you know. I try all of his cat food before I give it to him. It's actually pretty good. It's unseasoned, obviously, so it doesn't have a ton of flavor, but tastes like salmon.
Oh, Kurt!
I have arrived with your dinner, my good man. I think you would really like it if you would give it a shot.
You know what? Thank you for tasting it. I'll take it. I will take it.
Kurt gets on my counters multiple times a day. I take them down every time. He still gets on them every day. I don't know what to do. I don't want to use a spray bottle. There's videos of people using tinfoil, but Kurt's not scared of tinfoil. They don't want to freak him out like that anyway. So I'm just constantly having to clean my counters, and he just stays up here. I don't know why. I think I've thought of something though. Kurt gets embarrassed when I copy him. If I get on the counter with him, he'll get down. Ugh. Hey buddy, I kind of see why you like being up here now. It's a nice view. Are you not embarrassed yet? I'm kind of in pain. All right. He wins yet again. Come on. He'll be back up there in no time. I made Kurt the world's first 100-foot cat tunnel. Each of these are 10 feet long, and I have 10 of them. This is gonna be crazy. This is only half of them. So I connected them together, and this is what a 20-foot cat tunnel looks like. It's complete. There's no way to show you how long it is, unless I just walk it through. So I had to speed it up, because this was like a 30-second video without speeding it up. So long. And boom. It's absolutely insane. This is the start, there's the finish. And it goes all throughout the house. You're the first cat in the world to have a 100-foot tunnel. He's just inspecting it all out right now.
I like how he's hitting the army crawl through it. Oh, he's gaining speed. Oh, he's off. You're off to the races, buddy. You're off. You're almost there. Last turn. Yay! Right back in it. He's absolutely loving this. Oh my God. You sped through there, buddy. You did it. I made my cat a gym because he's been putting on a little weight, so I cleared out this room other than the trampoline because that is going to serve as his practice boxing ring. I then moved in his exercise wheel, a treadmill, a scratching post for working on his climbing, a yoga mat for stretching, a bench and a dumbbell, and then a speed training section. It was coming along nicely, but the final touch needed was some mirrors. And then after he checked it out for a bit, it was time to get a workout in. So he started with stretching and he got straight on the exercise wheel. He needed a little help, but he did great and he was feeling himself afterwards. Then he did some grip strength training.
Yes, sir. Good. Hold it. Hold it. Good. Good. Oh. Good form.
He didn't really know how the treadmill worked, but that's okay.
You ready? 14, not bad. Great first day, buddy. Good job.
This was about 30 minutes later. He was getting the work in on the bench on his own. I made my cat a Build-A-Bear and it took an interesting turn. I went to the Build-A-Bear workshop, I picked out a bear, and then he got stuffed, which looked painful. I named him Bert, put some clothes on him, and he was ready to meet Kurt.
I made you something.
Kurt was immediately intrigued.
Oh, he seems excited now. Whoa.
Oh, he's already... Kurt! Then it was time for the introduction. Kurt walked up to Bert and was sniffing him out. And Kurt was really investigating. I mean, he was sniffing him for a long time.
His name is Bert.
Kurt doesn't know that he can talk yet.
I'm about to press it.
Hey, Kurt.
Oh?
Hey, Kurt.
Huh?
He also has a heartbeat right here.
I think Kurt heard it.
Don't hurt him. Don't. Hey, whoa! Kurt! No!
It's the first day. They just need time.
Kurt officially has his own bedroom. He recently took over this giant bed, and I had this extra room with this bed in it, and I wanted to make him his own room, but not one of these themed rooms I've made him in the past. I wanted him to have his own permanent bedroom, so I took this bed apart, which was actually easier than I thought it would be. And once this was done, I replaced it with his new bed. Then was the fun part of decorating and filling it with stuff that he's gonna love, like this cat tree and this orange scratcher.
A statue of Kurt.
Gave him some toys.
And then most importantly, a ton of space to play.
And then it was time for Kurt to see his new bedroom.
This is now your bedroom. Yeah, that's you. So you can check out what you look like. There's the remote right there if you ever want to change the channel.
Kurt was having an absolute blast and then randomly decided to not recognize himself.
Kurt, that's you. Laying down, watching some TV.
Kurt was absolutely loving it, and comment recommendation we could do to upgrade his room. I got a German Shepherd to see how Kurt would react to a dog because people wanted to see it.
43-inch German Shepherd.
I'm not just gonna go buy a dog, so I think this is just a good test.
You ready?
Blowing it up was really simple, and the finished product was this. It's actually pretty scary.
I have no idea what his reaction is going to be, but this is kind of scary.
I put it in front of the door for when he would walk in, and he was already wondering what I was up to.
Hey, buddy. You want to see what I did?
I mean, look at his tail. I was so on edge during this. I was terrified. I mean, he was just checking it out. He obviously had no idea it was fake, and I thought he was just gonna pounce on it.
It's fake. Fake.
Then his tail was unpoofed and he was way more chill.
It's all good, buddy.
Cats are the most nosy creatures in the world.
If you have a cat, you probably already know this, but it's true. I'm going to show it to you. He's going to want to know what's on the counter. I mean, look at him right now. Look at him.
And just like clockwork, he got up on the counter to check it out.
Another good example of this is if I put anything on the ground, he's going to check it out.
A regular pen. Immediately. Like my electric bill here, for example. You want to pay it? Okay, yeah, he's gonna...
Just simply move something from one spot to another, he'll immediately go check it out.
So I moved this stool about 6 feet away from its original position, and he immediately went and sniffed it out. The last example of this is that they follow you around, or at least Kurt follows me around, and this could be because they love you, but this could also be just because they're extremely nosy. I find it absolutely hilarious.
Comment if your cats are this nosy.
Today, me and my cat are switching roles. It started off pretty simple. He likes watching me walk around, so I watched him. And then it got interesting right away. I mean, he loves getting on top of this cat tree, so I had to try it out. And it was insanely uncomfortable, and Kurt was super confused. Usually when I'm on my computer, Kurt just likes to hang out and play, so I put him at the computer, and I started playing. But Kurt was more interested in the toy, and so he got down and ended up stealing it from me. And then next, I got to hang out in his room, and he had to watch me.
I mean, this part's fun. I can get used to this.
Kurt also loves stalking me from upstairs, and so while he was downstairs, it was my turn. And he just sat there. He honestly kind of looked scared, but after seeing what I looked like, I don't blame him. He was sleeping on his bed, and so I had to take him off, put him on my bed, and then I got in his bed, and this was 3 days ago, and my back still hurts. And so for eating, I had to eat on the floor, meaning Kurt got to eat on the counter, and he was absolutely adorable doing this. And then for bird watching, he got the chair, and I got his spot.
I'm sorry, buddy.
If you tape a square on the ground, will your cat sit in it? It's just a random thing that people have done with their cats, and there are videos of them doing it.
This is because cats like boundaries. They like being in enclosed spaces. That's why they like boxes, tight spaces, all that kind of stuff.
It's like the saying for cats, if it fits, they sit.
So I taped my square on the ground.
It's not the most perfect thing in the world, but it'll work. I'm just seeing something, Kurt. He knows something's up. What's that?
Kurt then just walked away from it.
Look, Kurt. You can get in it. Okay. I don't know why, but he's looking at me from up there now. He has shown no interest in the box. Come try it.
I'm currently in the box. I'm showing Kurt that he can sit in it.
See? Look. I'm inside it.
Was this trend a few years ago where you introduce yourself to your cat?
Sylvia, my name is Emily.
And I never did it. I don't think I did it. Someone sent me one of these videos today.
He has no idea what my name is. At all. He has no clue.
This left me thinking what kind of cat owner I was. Me and him have gone through so much together, and I've never even had the decency to tell him what my name is. And that was a hard thought to tackle. It really was. I questioned a lot about myself and what kind of person I strive to be. So today's the day I'm introducing myself to Kurt. I got dressed up and formally addressed him.
I know your name, but something came to my attention and I've never told you my name. And I first want to say I apologize. I want to introduce myself. My name is Abram. I've always wanted to know what Kurt does when I'm gone, so I set up my camera, told him goodbye, and left. Then he just kind of walked around until I finally came home. Yay! Never leaving him alone again. So I came across a video of this cat playing with this elephant thing, and I wanted to try it with Kurt, but I couldn't find it in stores, so I had to order it.
Now we have to see if Kurt likes it.
Me and Kurt then put it together.
I need the big batteries that goes in here, and I don't have them.
So I went and got them, and it was time to finally test this thing out. And nothing happened.
I see them down there moving around, but they're not blowing up.
And Kurt was just sitting there, pretty confused.
What's going on? Why are y'all just staying down there?
I had no idea what was going on, and Kurt was losing his patience.
Okay, it says to shake it up if they're not flying out of there. So let me try that. Oh, here comes one. He missed it.
It worked like twice, but it was too little too late at this point.
I must be doing this wrong. They're not coming out of here consistently, and Kurt is over it. I'm disappointed.
Sorry, Kurt.
So apparently cats can understand more than one language. So obviously I've got to see if Kurt can understand multiple languages. I honestly hope you can't, because I will be kind of freaked out if you can. It's pretty simple. I'm going to put the translation in here. It's going to play over the speaker. If he comes in here, I'm assuming he understood it, because he does respond to his name when it's called. Come here, Kurt. So just for a base test, we started with English.
Hello, Kurt.
And then Spanish.
Hola, Kurt.
What? Kurt! Then we did French.
Bonjour, Kurt.
What? You speak French? What? How? Kurt is beyond smarter than me.
你好，库尔特。
He's definitely just coming in here because he hears a sound. There's absolutely no way.
Ciao, Kurt.
Me and my fiance had a competition of who could paint Kurt better, but he is going to be the judge. So we got all of our materials together.
You better pick me, Kurt.
And then we were underway. This is what mine looked like about 5 minutes in, and then this is hers. Already not looking great for me. Kurt's over there judging our performance. He's not supposed to be on the counter, but he is anyway. So then we continued our painting. About 20 minutes in, gotta finish his whiskers and his body. And then this is Hagen's 20 minutes in. So then we had the final stretch and we finished our paintings. It's about 2 hours later. They are finished. This is mine, as you can probably tell. And this is Hagen's. It doesn't even like we're trying to paint the same thing. But it doesn't matter what we think. He's getting ready to judge. We're gonna let Kurt in. And whichever one he goes up to first is the winner. He's ready. Come on. Pick mine, please. Come on. Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes! Thank you! Good match. Comment which one you think should have won. People always ask if Kurt knows his name, and the answer is yes, he does. And I've made this video before. Watch. Kurt! I heard a meow. There he is. He'll like meow back at me when I say it. Kurt! What are you doing? Kurt! People have said it's just because I'm talking to him. So to prove it, I have a list here of the most popular male cat names, and we will try some of these. Oliver. Oliver. Leo. Milo. Milo. Nothing. Come here, Jasper. But watch this. Come here, Kurt. Hey. I know your name's not Jasper. I'm about to go up there and say a bunch of random names. He's not gonna come to me until I say Kurt. Jack, come here, Jack. Ollie, come here. Come here, Milo. Come here, Oliver. Kurt. Come here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So in a recent video, I tried to get Kurt to jump 6 times his height because cats are capable of this, but people pointed out that I should have done levels for him to work his way up. Today is the day. Defeat has been in his mind for too long. This is like 29 inches. Kurt, you can jump over that. He looked at it some more, walked around, but he still did not even attempt it. So I went over to try to convince him. There we go. You barely passed that level, Kurt. So then it was time for level 2 out of 3. This one's 53 inches. He looked at it for a second, but he wasn't trying it. But then this happened. Did he jump over? Yes, you did it. I knew he was capable. He didn't jump over. I'm just as impressed. I have no idea how he got there. He tricked me. He absolutely tricked me. Kurt loves hanging out under the Christmas tree, and it's all cute until he starts playing and biting with the branches and the lights. Stop. Look at what he's done to the mat. But I came across this video saying to put a tunnel underneath the Christmas tree where they'll just go in there and they still enjoy being under the tree. I mean, look how happy this cat looks. This is absolutely genius. I'm going today to get one. Let's see if I can find one in here. I don't think they have one. Okay, so I already have this one, so we'll just use this one. I wanted to get a Christmas themed one, but this one will work. It's finished. It doesn't look that bad. Yes. Yes. I mean, look how absolutely adorable he looks under there. He can no longer be a little menace, hopefully. There we go. There it is with the lights on. I definitely think it works. Hopefully he stops biting the branches and the lights. I will keep you guys updated. So this is a weird cat toy that I found, and we're going to test it out. I always find weird cat toys, and this one caught my eye. It's a toy gun that shoots these little fuzz balls. He seems to want it. There's so many. Okay. So you just stick one in there and shoot it. Let's test it out. Oh Lord. Oh. Okay. Oh, look. Whoa! I'm not gonna do it. This might be Kurt's new favorite cat toy. Listen to this. You got a loud meow. Cats can fit into any space they can fit their head into. This is due to the fact that they do not have a collarbone. So today we will be testing this. I measured Kurt's head. It was a little difficult, but I got it. 3 inches tall, 4 inches wide. I need this, buddy. I marked 3 inches and 4 inches on the box, drew the circle, which looked terrible, but then I cut it out. Okay, I think it's pretty accurate to his head size. I then set up a camera on the inside and taped up the box. And that's when the experiment began. So I peeled off a little bit more of the box to maybe where he could fit his head in. I don't think he thought that he could. And that's when this happened.
The research was right and Kurt got his treats. We were seeing if me or Kurt can jump higher because cats can jump 6 times their height. So I started with some stretching and then Kurt stretched as well. And so it was time for level 1.
There we go.
Then we went to level 2. I mean, look at the athleticism.
Yes.
Level 3.
Oh. We're doing good, right?
Level 4.
Yes.
Level 5, it's getting pretty high now.
This is getting harder.
Then it was time for level 6.
No!
It's okay, buddy, you did good.
I knocked over. We tied, buddy.
We're gonna have to have a rematch. Can cats recognize their mother's face? Today we are going to find that out with Kurt. I started by printing out a picture of his mom. Kurt, this is what your mom looks like. You remember her? That is something you would do. I then started printing out random pictures of cats, but the printer kind of messed up, so we had to compromise, but I finished with a picture of Kurt's mom, and then after he seemed like he soaked it in, it was time. All of his siblings were out there somewhere. That blows my mind. We set up the pictures of the cats as well as his mom, and then we did these stuffed animals. There we go. If he chooses this one, I'm gonna lose my mind. We're gonna let him in, and whichever one he goes up to first is his choice. I think it's safe to assume he would probably go up to his mom first. I hadn't seen her in 35 cat years.
Now what?
I know he hates these things, so it was probably a distraction. So we did it without them. He is laying closest to that one. I like to think that he found some comfort around his mom and that he in fact did recognize her. 2 years ago, we moved into this house and Kurt was so scared at first, but he ended up loving it and we had great memories there. And today we are moving out. I cleaned out my room and I cleaned out Kurt's room, and tonight's the first night at the new house.
You ready?
So I packed Kurt up and we headed to the new house.
There we go. There we go.
Where are you, Kurt?
What do you think? It's okay. Okay. He's not army crawling. Look. This is your tree. This is your tree. I know you remember this bed, huh? Oh, yeah, you bet. Oh, trash can.
So while he hid behind the TV, I brought him some food.
Some food, buddy.
Go get it. He's not playing or eating.
But that's pretty normal. I still thought he did pretty good until this happened. Kurt found him a new toy that he wanted, and it was $35, so I figured I would see if Kurt could make this in a day. So the first way he tested out was making a TikTok all on his own, and it was quite literally him just sitting there. So I added the word Kurt on there, and he seemed pleased. So after that posted, it was time for Kurt to give another shot at streaming on Twitch. I set up his camera, and he was live.
You got this, buddy.
People were tuning in, and I had to show my support, so I gifted Kurt his first sub. He looked so excited. But then after sitting there, he actually got his first real subscriber. It's the next day. Let's see how much Kurt made. Off of the TikTok, $0. It was bad. For his Twitch stream, Kurt made $5.
Here you go. Your $5.
And Kurt didn't seem the happiest with the result, but after all, he's a cat. Maybe he's better off just sleeping, bird watching, being cute. At the end of the day, he made $5, and I am extremely proud of him. And that's why he has a surprise coming very soon. This is Norman, a 25-pound adoptable cat at the Catio Cat Cafe in Nashville, and today we are spending some time with him. He's always wearing this bow tie, which looks amazing, and I found out pretty quickly he's not too into playing, but he is super sweet. So he has an interesting story. The reason he's 25 pounds, this lady would feed him frozen mice and barbecue. That's why this man is a chunk. He also stays in his own room because he was a stray and he's not amazing around other cats. But then it was time to give him a treat. It's not open, it's not open. And as you can tell, and I'm sure you're not surprised, this was his favorite part.
Oh, snap. This man's not playing. He is not playing about history. That's all. There's no more, I'm sorry. Norman was super fun to hang out with. He is an absolute sweetheart. And he is good at walking on a harness. He's gonna need because he needs to lose some weight. But someone come adopt him. He would be a great friend to have. First burrito of 2024. We're doing a classic one today. We got the tortilla, cheese, tomato, lettuce, sour cream, and of course, we got the meat right here. Marinating, ready to go. First burrito of 2024, buddy. Ooh, big stretch. Gotta make sure that he is safe and secure while rolling, and he absolutely loves it. Ooh. This is an aerial view of the rolling of the burrito. This is a good burrito. Look at that. I mean, he is like chilling. Look at the tail. Here we go, the escape. Flawless. Flawless. Look at that. First burrito of 2024 done. Comment what burrito we should make next. I came to find some toys for Kurt, but I found something way better. It was a scratch post with one of these. He absolutely loves these things, so I gotta get it. You're gonna absolutely love what I got you. You're gonna love it. So it's the same material as this, and he absolutely loves this corner brush. As you can see the hair in there. This is a video from like 2 weeks ago. I mean, he loves it. It's a little loose. I need to tighten it. There we go. It's ready. There he is. Look. Sniff it out, sniff it out. Oh, yeah. I knew you would like it, buddy. He's been doing this for about 5 minutes. This might be the quickest he's ever warmed up to something. Look at him. I don't know why this didn't have audio, but he absolutely loves the scratch part, as you can tell. He's guarding his new post. Today we are seeing how many calories my cat can burn in a day and what that equals to me running on a treadmill. So I got this activity tracker that connects to your phone, and once I put it on him like a collar, he was ready to go. Let's see how many calories you can burn. Oh. He was off to a hot start and looked absolutely adorable, and the collar does have plenty of room. I know some people would be concerned with that. So I played with him a bit with his regular toys that he likes. And then we tried out his new toy that I got him a while back as a surprise, and he looked super excited. He seemed to approve of the new toy, and then after he climbed the tree one last time, he was done for the day. Already worn out, huh? It said 20 minutes of activity. It was more than that, but he did burn 162 calories. Good job, buddy. So I wanted to see what this would equal on a treadmill, and after 1 mile, I was only at 122 calories burned, and I was already exhausted. I finally got there at 1.4 miles. Kurt has jumped off this balcony before, and it's the reason I had to cover it up, and he continues to be on the counter even though he's not supposed to be. Well, after 2 years, he is now doing this for the first time. He discovered he can get on top of the fridge, and this is not even as worse as it gets this video. Wait till you see where he got later. And we're actually moving out in like a month or two. Please get down. He in fact did not get down, but look where he got next. No way. He is taking it to another level. What are you doing? I don't even know how to make him get down. Come on. Come on, get down, buddy. So I literally had to use a broomstick and just guide him on top of the cabinet to go back down the way he came, which was from the fridge. Come on. Get down. Get down. Yeah, get down. Oh my goodness. Then the next day he got right back up there, so I had to get up there and get him down myself. Cats just never stop exploring. A comment told me to get this, and it came in today, and I cannot wait. Ta-da! Oh, he loves it. It came with a chain as well. This is not Kurt's size, so this is not the one we're gonna be using. I will try it on though. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is the actual chain that we're using. Let's try it on him first and then we'll put the piece on. There's enough space, just so y'all don't think it's too tight. It kind of just hides through there. You have to like know it's there to see it. Now we need this piece on it, Kurt. There we go. Oh, snap!
Oh my gosh.
And again, plenty of room.
This is insane.
Oh, look at this man. Absolutely adorable. Kurt. Comment what we should get Kurt next. Today we're seeing if my cat loves me according to the internet. The first test was seeing if he follows you around. So I went upstairs. He quickly followed. Yes. The next test was seeing if they sleep near you. So I laid down and was just laying there for a long time.
I mean, he's right here. I don't know if that counts.
Then it was slow blinking. So I slow blinked at him. Then it was if they knead on your skin. He like never does this one, so I don't think he's gonna do it.
You can make biscuits on my arm.
And then it was if they clean you. So Kurt was cleaning himself and I stuck my hand out and then he did it. Yes. Then it was if they show you their belly.
I mean, I would count this as his belly exposed, I think.
We passed that one as well. Greeting you at the door. So I went outside and when I came back, there he was.
Hey.
So the next one was actually if they wrapped their tail around you, and he did this when I came inside. So he did 2 of them in one. I think it's safe to say he loves me. This is my cat Kurt, and he is 4 years old, which equates to 32 human years, and all he does is sleep all day.
You are 32 years old. You've got to get a job.
All right, buddy. You search some jobs, and I'll come back. Did you find the job? A Twitch streamer?
That's better than nothing. You can give it a shot.
So I set up the title. I set up the camera in the room. He was ready to go. Good luck at your first day on the job, buddy. And then he started.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud.
So I left the room, and this was the stream. He sat there, and then it froze like this for 2 hours. Look, you experienced some technical difficulties. That's normal. It's a part of the job.
2-hour stream, 4 average viewers,
0 subscribers.
Look, buddy, you made $0, but it's okay. At least you tried.
Who can pick the better cat bed for Kurt? Whichever one he lays in first wins. It usually wouldn't come to your mind for a cat bed, but this place has some really good ones.
I'm trying to find places where I don't think Abram will go.
Hagen went with Marshalls and I went with Home Goods. And like I was saying, Home Goods had a ton of options, which seemed to be the same case for Hagen at Marshalls, which I was unaware of. This bed caught my eye immediately, as well as this Ralph Lauren one. I had to get the banana bed. I know you guys would want me to.
This is it, because it's soft.
Yeah?
He likes soft stuff.
She's laughing now, but it's time for Kurt to pick the best bed. But first we had to get him out of his new favorite spot, apparently. I mean, I have no idea. But once he got up, he went upstairs and he started smelling them immediately. And he smelled them for a really long time. And we actually thought he was about to get in Hagen's, but he changed his mind. And then he did the same thing to mine. So he was just messing with us. So we left him at his favorite spot for a while. And this was like an hour later.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I won! Comment which one you like better and what we should do next.
What is it? Huh? You ready to go?
I've only seen snow a handful of times in my life, so this is a rare occasion for me.
There we go. Go check out the snow, buddy. Oh, little paw prints. What is that? Oh. He made it about that far and then wanted to come back in.
We might have to bring the snow to him.
It is for you. Oh. Kurt doesn't even seem to care about it. Kurt likes watching from indoors. Today I had to take Kurt to the vet, and he was not excited.
You go under there? Oh, you're okay. You're okay. It's just a checkup.
But I got him and tried to calm him down. I have no idea how he knew. Cats blow my mind. You need to put your seatbelt on. You're gonna do great, buddy. We're here, buddy. Vet appointments are always nerve-wracking to me, just like doctor's appointments. I just don't like them. So we got to the vet and we were waiting inside the waiting room for the doctor to come get him. I petted him a little bit and he was pretty curious. But then they came and got him and I was waiting alone.
They said you did good, buddy.
We're waiting on the doc now. Did good. Everything looked good, buddy. Look, he weighs 8.8 pounds. Last time at the vet, he weighed 8.9 pounds. So his weight is good. That is for all the comments that say he's getting chunky. He's not. Come on. There we go. You get a treat. You were good. Sit. Sit. Yeah, he doesn't know how to sit. Here you go. Kurt has been everything but calm since moving into the new house. So I figured this would be a good time to test out and see if this really works. Helps reduce excessive meowing. This is what we need. Roll the clip. Here it is. I needed to measure Kurt's neck, so I snuck the collar on him. Okay. Right there's good. I then needed to sneak it on him again, and I did pretty good. Okay, look at this. Plenty of room. Look at that. That purple is popping. Kurt is not totally in love with Hagen, so we were gonna see if he would let her pet him. Oh. That's not good. He actually has not even laid down in the house, in the living room like this. That does seem pretty calm to me.
He's gonna fall asleep.
So after showing some signs of calmness and some signs of not so calmness, I took it off of him.
Oh my goodness.
I'm 50 on it. Comment if you think it worked. The internet is full of badly rated cat toys, and I wanted to know what makes them so bad, so I bought some of the worst rated cat toys you could find. This was rated a 1 out of 5, so let's see if Kurt likes it. Oh yeah, he's tunneling it up right now. Always thinks he's invisible in these tunnels.
Get him. Get him.
Whoa, whoa! I don't know why that's rated low, I really don't. Snake.
Oh, got him.
Kurt seemed to like it to me. Whatever this is, this was rated low, understandably. Oh. This is exactly how the box came. Definitely gives off 1 star for sure.
Oh. Oh.
Seems pretty cool to me. I think it's underrated, overhated. I am absolutely exhausted. Kurt started meowing at 3 a.m. this morning and he did not stop. So our day started early and I wanted him to stay 1 room at a time. But since he was meowing so much, I just let him start exploring the house early. And at one point we could not find him. And this is where he ended up being. Let's see if he follows me upstairs like he did at the old house.
Oh. Hey.
Someone found his old tree. Look at there. So we started getting a little bit more comfortable. Oh my goodness, his new spot. Just like the old house. Good. So I tried playing with him because it's been a while since he's played or eaten, but he just really wasn't having it. I thought I had him at one point, but then he was just completely ignoring the toy. Still was not playing. But he was getting used to the house a little bit, and we did end off the night with watching a movie.